either one of these two could be the first to the checkered flag here tonight.
And as Alessi's out front, it's James Stewart that is over 11 seconds behind right now. And how ironic is it that years ago in the amateur racing, as they came through their careers, it was Alessi and Villopoto battling it out. Now, on Villopoto's home turf here in Washington, another Alessi-Villopoto battle is brewing.
And remember that Villopoto, Jeff, has been so sick for about the last 6 weeks. Finally getting back his first race back after battling that illness. And here he is, fighting for a win in front of his hometown crowd.
Look at how difficult the track is, Ralph. There's like 5 runs coming out of there.
Jeff, as they went across the finish line, just to keep you up to date, Stewart in 5th, Reed in 13th. Disastrous for Reed in the championship, but they finished that far apart from each other.
And I tell you, looking at the lap times, it was Alessi with the fastest lap, a 54.4. Stewart, who had a clear track, was only a 55.2. So Alessi, fastest man on the track. But you have to think, after Villopoto's caught up this lap, there it is, Villopoto a 54 also. That's Millsap's just out of your screen there.
Of course, Millsap's involved in that start line incident that got Reed's night off to a horrible beginning. Stewart still in 5th, and he's closing in on Andrew Short. Reed still listed in 13th now, behind Bonnie.
Lap 7 of 20.
And here comes Stewart.
And Stewart
closing in on Andrew Short. Here he comes side by side, and he jumps past him, and Stewart's got another spot and even more points towards the championship.
This could be a huge night because Chad Reed is not moving past traffic like he needs to.
He is the points leader as of now. James Stewart will have a 5-point lead over Chad Reed as the series would move on next week to Salt Lake City. Another race you'll see here on CBS.
Devastating night for Chad Reed, sitting back at 13th. There's a lot of racing left. The strong will survive.
Oh, down goes Alessi! Alessi watches the lead slip away! The Washington native, Ryan Villopoto, brings his home state crowd onto their feet as he takes the lead here in Crestfield in Seattle, and quite possibly, in a few more laps, Jeff could have his first Supercross Series victory.
Little less than 12 laps to go, and the fans here are on their feet. They're loving what they're seeing as Villopoto takes over the lead. He has to keep his head. He has to keep charging forward. Trust his training and all the work that he's done.
Let's see how he made it happen.
Watch Alessi here as he comes into the whoops, gets on the gas a little too soon, and you can see that stripe right off the top there where the rear tire just lost traction. And how many times have we saw that tonight?
Ryan Villopoto, after battling through illness for about 6 weeks this season, he finds himself on the precipice of taking his first Supercross victory. Ryan Villopoto continues to lead here in Crestfield, looking for his first career Supercross Series victory.
And what a place to do it, right?
Man.
In front of the home crowd. I'm telling you, number 7, James Stewart is finally on the gas. He's running a 54.9. Villopoto 54.8 that time around. So Villopoto really putting in some fine laps. He is super fast.
Stewart has climbed up to 4th. Reed still stuck in 13th.
Reed has not moved his way past traffic like he needs to. You have to wonder if the mental side of things and the devastation of that crash off the start has really taken its toll, because he knows that James Stewart is in front.
Well, you saw Millsap's Alessi, and here's Stewart. Stewart looking to gain more points as he closes in on Alessi in the battle for 3rd.
Alessi getting a little squirrely. He misses a shift.
And he's going to lose the position. Here's Stewart inside for 3rd. Alessi tries to come back.
Alessi just pulled in behind there. I think Stewart was a little apprehensive, wondering if the Suzuki rider was going to really try a block pass to get back through there. That's Chad Reed's teammate. Both Both riders keeping it very clean. Now there's another rider down. Milaninovich.
Oh, Stewart! Boy, you can see, Jeff, he put all the power to the ground, and the rear end of that San Manuel Yamaha started to spin around on him.
It is a difficult track. At times, it appears that the riders are not being very aggressive. It seems like they're tiptoeing around. But I'm telling you, to be on that bike, to be the one inside that helmet, it is anything but easy. Okay, they're out there, and it is very difficult to keep the bike straight and to keep all your momentum going because there's so many small edges and small ruts on the track. We've seen it time after time tonight where that track just reaches up and bites you. Stewart cannot afford to have any falls here. This is a great opportunity to take control of this championship with just a few rounds left.
James Stewart, the 2007 Supercross Series champion, trying to win his second title. Arguably considered the fastest man on the planet on a Supercross machine. Always flat out. Doesn't know any other gear but top gear.
But I got to tell you, Ralph, this race here tonight, James Stewart has not blitzed his way through. That's Adams.
Yep, there you see Adams down, getting going again on the Hart and Huntington machine.
Stewart has not blitzed his way through to the lead. He has been very patient all the way through here. He's methodically worked his way past.
Well, let's show you what happened to Adams, and it involves Chad Reed.
This is that Toyota replay here as Reed goes to the inside, and Adams just slows up, trying to give way to the championship points leader.
That was our Toyota moving forward replay, and that takes Adams out, but Reed has started to close his way in, Aaron. He has fought his way up to 9th, and that is going to regain him a bunch of points.
That's right, guys. Chad Reed keeps inching away, keeps picking away at this battle. But something that was brought to my attention earlier this afternoon was how thin Chad Reed actually looked. When I asked him, he said, actually, I have lost 15 pounds since St. Louis. And I asked him why. It's kind of like a shark hunting blood in the water. They try to keep their sickness under wrap or any kind of injury under wrap. But he did have a stomach sickness since St. Louis. He's been battling that. He said every time he goes to eat something, he's having a hard time keeping it down. He's been extremely dehydrated and obviously drained of energy. He plans on putting 100% effort into this, but he was hoping that being a little bit lighter would work to his advantage. Obviously a devastating night for Chad Reed so far.
Jeff, it is such a brutal championship. 17 races in 18 weeks, beginning the first week in January, ending the first weekend in May. Crisscrossing the country from the Pacific Ocean to the Atlantic Ocean, spending a lot of time back and forth in airplanes throughout the winter. It is so hard for these riders to do all the training, the hard racing, and to stay healthy.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it that the riders put in the time. They tear their bodies down and rebuild them back up, and all the travel, the bumps and bruises. We haven't seen one rider this year that hasn't taken a spill sometime or another. So
Reed gets another position as he gets around Ivan Tedesco. That'll put him up to 8 and a couple more points. Come back to Chad Reed.
It's going to be tough for Chad Reed here. This is, you can see these riders just really tiptoeing through there. But now the battle starts to heat up.
Here's Stewart to the inside on Millsaps. Can he get him? That would be for second. Davey Millsaps having one of his best rides of the season. In fact, Millsaps has not finished better than third, which he's done twice this year at Anaheim 3 and in Daytona.
Isn't it crazy how Millsaps, though, on these types of tracks, he just excels. There's just something about letting it all hang out and riding these ruts that really is his specialty. And he's put in a great ride here tonight. But Stewart knows that if he gets past Millsaps, that's 2 more valuable points towards the championship.
Hugely valuable. And you can see how quick things can turn the way they did tonight. Here comes Stewart. Millsaps, one of the biggest riders in the field when it comes to physical stature. Does that help him getting around a rough track like this?
Well, he's doing something right. There's no doubt about it. But the pressure is on from James Stewart. Stewart to the inside.
Can't get there just yet. Over the finish line, Jeff.
And I'm telling you, Ralph, how Stewart's pivoting on those turns like that. Uh-oh, here could be to the inside. Let's see. Millsaps gives it up.
Has it. Great move.